Hi Leo, welcome to your November 2016 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from Astrology.com, and today we'll be talking about the new moon that appeared on October 30th in Scorpio and the full moon that takes place November 14th in Taurus. Now there is another new moon at the end of this month, but we'll be discussing that next month in December. So this first row here that I have laid out or aligned for you really relates to that new moon that takes place in your third house of communication. The full moon will take place in your ninth house of travel, legalities, the internet, publishing, people at a distance, foreign relations, education. And so in looking at the cards here and just trying to take in what Spirit has to say here, I do see a couple of nines here, which are really go along with that third and ninth house axis that's being highlighted for you between the new and full moon, which is talking about, all those things as far as communication and travel and educational opportunities. And I think that there is actually a big opportunity available for you here. It just seems for travel. And this may be to a place that you are really wanting to go. This seems to be a new opportunity, but you're just sort of feeling like this sense of, being trapped. And it seems like there are a lot of details that are associated with this travel, and you're worried about your finances. Maybe you and your partner are, you're ready and willing to go, but you're feeling a little bit of this competition or, sort of having these arguments about, when you're going to go or how everything's going to play out, or where you're going to live or where you're going to stay, or all those sort of things. So I think you have a lot of anxiety about it, but I think it's all going to work out. And I think that you may have some of you may have some issues related to legalities, perhaps with another partner, and you see this opportunity to, maybe make some changes related to your finances, because that may come from this other partner, because you're feeling like you don't have enough. But there's sort of these blocks involved in really making headway with an opportunity to improve your finances. Maybe some of you are taking your partner back to court for child support. Maybe some of you feel that you need more money, but you can't get more child support, or just this sort of extra income that you're trying to bring in. Maybe related to taxes or a loan, and you really can't make headway there. But I think that one aspect of this is working out, and I think that may have to do with travel or, finding a way for a new career opportunity. Again, this energy may have to do with a male that is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And if so, this energy is really reflecting your need to communicate with him. And again, we see that there seems to be a little bit of increase of money, not a lot. But I think more, your finances are really going to get straightened out from you taking new career opportunities and really struggling to adjust your finances, adjust your budget, or find a new job. There's also another younger male here, or maybe this person is exhibiting these energies of just, being immature emotionally, or, maybe there's this sort of truth that comes from this person. He lets you know that, you might be able to do a little bit. Here's a little bit of a boost in your finances, but it's just not going to be a lot. There's a lot of illusions around these gentlemen here who may be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this emotional male energy, this male energy that has to do with being a father or a family. And the Magician card here, though, is saying, really, the ball, I think, is in your court. I think that you're able to, sort of finagle a way around this man, with him not being able to really see what is going on. And this could happen through, a lot of avenues of communication. And here's another 9. So this is the third 9 we got, one is related to travel and legalities, the other is related to finances, and this one's related to emotions and really trying to make your dreams come true and get what you want. So towards, oh gosh, and you got the other 9 too. So, I mean, some of you may be doing all these things. You may be traveling, you may have a court case going on, you may be in school, you may have some issues with your bank. Some of you may be, learning a lot through astrology or through the internet, publishing. But it's saying, don't give up on the situation. Keep moving forward with your career goals, because that is where the opportunity is really going to come from. And then, of course, here we have the Justice card, and this talks really about court decisions and, having final judgment and trying to balance all these things at one time. And this is, may have to do with a family-related situation pertaining to a young female also. And maybe this is something that has to do with the education or facility where this young female is located. Or maybe this female's someone that you're having to leave behind at a distance and you're sort of worried about that situation. But the moon surrounding these male characters here, that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, I think that is a prominent energy that's coming forward, and all of these conflicts concerning him and your finances and wanting more from this person seems to be a harbinger into really doing the right thing, I think. Here, in most cases, I would say go for it, but there's just so much conflict around the situation, and the spirit is really wanting you to stand on your own 2 feet in some way, or to make a stable contribution within this relationship. But I think that someone does come forward for you to help you financially, but I really think this is, through a job prospect, but you're just, by the time this situation reaches a decision or a finality, you're just feeling so stressed about the entire thing. And I think we have to really, think about the passionate tenacity here that's coming at the end of the month, and trying to really have your voice heard. And I think that there will be some sort of news that arrives. Probably there's actually a new moon on the 29th of November that I haven't covered in my other readings. And that new moon is in Sagittarius, and it's with, it falls in your 5th house of children. So this may be, a new opportunity to do something with children that may be related to travel or legalities. But it's 2 people coming together to try to make the right decision, I think, for this person as it relates to a legal matter. And this could, again, relate to a travel matter. But you're trying to oversee something that has to do with this young female. And she may be sort of a fiery character. She could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo herself. Or she just may exhibit those qualities of sort of the rebel girl child here. But I think you have those qualities also. I mean, being a Leo, so you're, both of you together are really trying to find this new opportunity here amidst all this conflict to make headway with this character over here with these, legal situations or situations involving education or whatnot. The Tower is here reversed. I mean, the Tower by itself is bad enough, but here we have it reversed. So, I feel like, there is some sort of decision made here that does benefit your home. But, I mean, this is a topsy-turvy decision, and I don't think it comes without a fight. And I think that this is going to be sort of a devastating situation in which you're really going to have to raise your voice. And I think it's going to come up quite quickly. You're really going to find the need to deal with this character over here, this other emotionally unstable male perhaps, or this sort of issue to do with a child, legalities, travel, banking, publishing, the internet, and this could even have to do with a government organization. And you're trying to find a way to put your word forward, to have your voice heard, to open up the lines of communication between you and another person. And you're really, exhibiting all those qualities of Leo in this sort of fiery discussion about what needs to be done. The sun is here bringing you vitality, and it's bringing vitality to this situation. It's meaning that this situation is highlighted, and this may even have something to do with some of the lunar events that have taken place. It just came to me that the lunar event in Aquarius, which is the relationship sector for Leo, is coming up. And I do know that around November 9th, around election day, there's going to be this, the moon will be in Aquarius, and it's going to cross over a position that was related to that lunar eclipse in Aquarius that came up in August. So if you can think back to some situation that happened over the summer that brought you some angst, brought you some sort of emotional battle, or you became emotional about another person, partner, or relationship, and needing their help, this is going to come back up again for review around the 9th of November. So this could actually take place between this new moon and full moon. And whatever the number 19 means for you, this is the sun, of course, is your ruling planet. So I think that you're able to bring all this up again and to sort of make headway this time in finding a decision related to this matter of heart that you are so passionate about putting forward. And again, this could relate to another female, another child, and especially that Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces male. And then this is a celebration, so maybe there's a birthday or related event in November that's coming up. Maybe this is a birthday of a child, but you may have some financial concerns about this birthday or making everything happen around this birthday. This may just be an event or date that lets you know that, definitely, and then there's this young Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo female energy that's kind of sparring with your own energy here, but this date may be related to this child here, or this female energy here that's related to education or an institution, or a legality here. By the end of the month, again, I think you've had the Tower there, but I think things are going to begin to change. You're going to find a way to make all of this work. And I think that, finally, when you do begin to make progress with this situation, things are going to happen very quickly. The wheel's going to turn. These new events with this female are going to come forward, and you're going to be able to provide some sort of successful communication, or make a breakthrough in the communication with this other person, or as they relate to travel, legalities, internet, or education. So Leo, you have a pretty straightforward reading this month. As far as this change goes, I'll put a card on it. And I think there are a lot of, this situation is really related to one of your partners. And this relationship may be an old one. The Two of Cups is reversed. So I think there was love there once. There may not be anymore. This may be a relationship that's sort of going away or dwindling. But it seems like both of you sort of have, you sort of both want your own way. And, you're wanting to redo a contract, redo a legal paper, or a legal agreement. You're wanting to make some sort of profit off of this in some way. And the sun is here, so it does seem like you are able to do that. And maybe you're able to reevaluate this situation. So before we go, I'm going to do a messages from your animal spirit guides oracle cards for you. And maybe this can shed some light onto what Spirit has to say about the persona that you need to don as you begin to work on all of these situations and to try to open up the doors of communication. So this month your animal sign is the meerkat, and it says get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. And I think that that is the most important thing you can do. You might need advice here. You might need legal advice. You might need an experience, or you might need to, hear someone else relate their experience to you as this relates to legal, travel, or education ideas related to children. And all these nines here, you are definitely communicating, texting, emailing, calling. You're pulling out all the stops, researching. So I think you do need advice here before you can move forward, but I think you will make some headway, and I think things will become, more balanced, and I think there is a financial opportunity available here. It's just a matter of getting this person to understand and trying to review and evaluate how situation will turn out. And we have a couple more minutes here, so I'm going to ask the final outcome of this matter. I know I didn't do this with the other signs, but I'm curious too. So the final outcome here is still needing a balance. So I don't think that this is the end of everything here, the end of the situation. But I think you have to find that balance in how you're going to make these choices and how you're going to be able to increase your finances for your home. And I think that you're going to be able to make yourself known in sort of the public court of the people into how your needs are in need of being met, and how you want to move forward with your careers and how you want to move forward with your relationship. So maybe it looks like a happy ending there, and you're able to all come together and make things work out. So I wish you the best in the month of November, Leo, and have a happy Thanksgiving.